I'll retire on that one. That's it, I've done him. Hi, my name's Justin Lucas Hill. I'm just recently started a new role, which is going to be sort of looking after the physical preparation and performance for the athletes for table tennis. So I'll be doing the physio alongside the S&C. So I'm a physio by trade. That's my profession. I've worked in sport a long time, so it's just putting all those together to help with the physical performance for the players coming up. It was a bit of a transition. I used to work in television. I used to be part of the commissioning and scheduling team for CBBC and CBBS, and I was having an operation on my knee at the time, and I was getting treated by this gentleman called Fred Street, who's ex-England and Arsenal physio, and this was probably 20 odd years ago. And then I thought I quite liked the profession, so I started looking into it. Then basically went back to uni. I went to uni first time, studied, passed, and then from then on I started working in the NHS, which is kind of your traditional route. I was working in football, so I was working at QPR, started with their ladies team and then with their academy, and I was there for probably, I think, 5 or 6 years. And then basically I got asked to help out at a training camp from a friend of mine who was a physio at QPR as well, and that was in November 2019, and then from then on just got involved in table tennis.
Sharp, let's get sharp. It's about intensity, it's about setting up. The reason you're here, it sets the tone of your training session. Yeah, if you're sloppy and backstage ball, what's going to happen? Alright, and stop change.
I'll tell you what, the table tennis is unique in that it's got the people are brilliant in it that I've worked with. You know, I've been quite lucky. Everyone I've worked with has been good. You know, so the team spirit's very nice, and that's quite rare in sport. I like sort of the attitude of the players, the coaching staff have always been really receptive and responsive, you know, and just the general sort of ethos around it. You know, I just as soon as I got involved, I enjoyed it from the start. You know, whereas football was a passion because football was the sport I grew up with. QPR was my football team, so it was like, and it didn't quite marry into the, you know, the sort of, you know, the stuff of dreams. It was a different experience. But table tennis, I just like it. I like the fact that they're driven, you know, and focused, you know, and stuff like that. So that's the stuff that I enjoy. And from a physio perspective, you know, if you've got a player who's struggling and you can get them through it, you know, get them through a situation, you know, and you get out and you see them win a point, you know, or they've been struggling with an injury, and you know, you can get them through it. You know, when they won the gold at the Commonwealth's pool and pitch, you know, all the stuff that was going on back in the background, you know, and you see them go out there and you win it, it's quite a proud moment, really.
Yeah, so building on that, what's it like when you see someone that's perhaps come through an injury or sort of, you know, been working with you to sort of strengthen a certain area, and then you see them succeed? What's that like from a physio's point of view?
Bit of a cigar moment, I'd say, really. You know, like, I suppose Tom Jarvis is a great one. You know, like he had his hip problems, and then comes back. You know, comes back strong, fit, and then wins the national. You know, for the first time, and then obviously 2 in a row. So it's a proud moment because you feel like you've had a small part to play in it. You know, so it's a real sense of sort of pride and sort of, you know, joy, really, to come back. And that goes in all domains in physio. You know, whether I've seen people go back and kick a ball for the first time, you know, even if they're just a weekend warrior, you know, they don't have to be an elite athlete, you know, and it's a big moment. And to see their face light up when they do it, when they get back, is little things you notice, little smiles.
What do you think that this next generation of youngsters can achieve? How far can they go, and how can you help them in that?
I think there's lots of potential, and there's lots of possibilities. I would hopefully physically can help them get there. I mean, potential is, I think as Brian Clough says it, potential is only potential unless it's realised. You know, so, you know, but hopefully, you know, keeping it, sort of helping them to learn sort of the 3 fundamentals, you know, like, so I always say sleep, hydration and nutrition. So if I can give them the basics on that, that's going to hold them in good stead. And obviously physical prep is another huge part. So focusing on areas which they can improve on, whether it's a change of direction, which is typically the main thing. So that's the sort of side hopefully I can improve on. And then, you know, with the technical coaches we've got now, I think like the potential is quite exciting.
Okay, and you're going to snap there and back, all right? We should be good at this now, all right? On the toes left, right, okay?
Table tennis I enjoy it. It's a great gig. It's good people. You know, it's progressing. It's moving forward. You know, under the stewardship of Gav and everyone else in the team. You know, it's made great strides forward. You know, and it's a good place to be. It's an exciting place to be part of a development and to get things in process.